Oh, hello. What is up, you dirty bitches? So after an awesome day in church, I just thought I would get on here and make a little video to say that I hope that everyone has a blessed day today and every day. I was driving through Delta Park one time. And I noticed there was a lot of people wandering around aimlessly with all their stuff. And it was no surprise to me because they keep getting pushed around and everything they own taken away from them. So now they just travel with everything they own with them, you know, so they don't have to camp anywhere. They just haul their crap around with them. You know, it makes sense. If you can pack around everything you need, you know, just never stay in one place, you know, very long. Kind of makes sense, unfortunately. It's sad, but that's where we're at now because the city of Portland decided to misuse $120 million that was supposed to be to help the homeless this upcoming year. And you know, it's no surprise because everybody hates the homeless, right? We're the problem, right? You know, I knew before it was announced that that money was being misused when I was supposed to be on some list, you know, and then they told me something else, you know, oh, I didn't make the priority list. Well, that's not what I was told last time, you know, that I didn't need to be on some priority list. Like, I don't need to be dying in order to get shelter. I just need to be homeless, right? Well, if you're dying or you have kids they can exploit, it would be a lot better. You know, you'd get on that list a lot faster. Because they're just culling. They're culling the herd, you know what I mean? Not enough people died from fentanyl, apparently. It just seems to me that it's not that difficult, you know, if they were actually doing something to try to help them. You know, I'm sure I could have been in something, I could have, you know, moved in with somebody or however it goes a long time ago. If that's where my heart was, and that's just not where it's at, I don't care. I don't care for that per se so much as I know there's other people out there that need it more. But because of that, that's why I choose to stay out here, because there's a lot of people out here that need help. And until I see anybody, you know, doing something about it, I'm compelled to do something myself. Whether it be making a big old pot of soup on Fridays, you know, or coming out and, you know, making hot dogs or whatever any other day. You know, I do what I can when I can. Every day I ask God, you know, to put in my path those that I can help in some way. I don't know always how it is going to be or what it is I can even do to help people. But that's what I'm compelled to do every single day. You know, it was surprising for me to learn that there are people that I'm associated with that hate the homeless and mentally ill at that, but that they're training their kids to hate the homeless. And I was like, where does that even come from? Because I know we didn't feel that way when I was younger. Of course, it was right after the hippie movement, and of course everybody was pretty much poor or next to being homeless back then. But we didn't treat people like that. We took care of each other. You know, that's changed. And now they're actually, you know, teaching their kids to hate the homeless as well. And that's a problem. That's a real problem, I think. Because a lot of people are a lot closer to being homeless than they realize. You know what I mean? Don't be so complacent that you don't think it could happen to you, because it can. It definitely can. And, you know, it's that attitude you wouldn't survive a day out here with. And that's just the facts. You know, you've got to be open to adapting and trying to get along. And, you know, a lot of times the stories of these people aren't what you think it would be. It's not what you think it would be. And if anybody ever took the time to talk to them, they would know that. Yeah, some of them are on fentanyl and other drugs and things, because you know what? Why not? Because everybody's given up on them. Everybody's given up on them, and they have lost hope. They've lost faith in, you know, ever getting any kind of help. And can you blame them? I mean, any kind of painkiller to kill the pain in the mind, much less the body. You know, being homeless, is the stigma that comes with it is enough to make you mentally ill. And that's just a fact, Jack. That's the way that goes. But it's sad to see people not doing anything, you know, to prevent that or to ease that suffering. In a sense, only makes it worse. So anyway, those are my thoughts on that for today. And I just hope and pray that people try to be less judgmental and more compassionate towards their fellow human beings, because some of them, while some of them may be involved in douchebaggery and truly maybe even, you know, don't want anything better, not all of us are practicing in douchebaggery. So anyway, with that, I guess I will call it a wrap and get on with my day. That's all I got. That's all I know. Peace out.